Here's your countdown, motherfucker. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Vlad and Yazi podcast, where we discuss interesting things, sip on some tea, and bounce some ideas and thoughts back and forth to each other. Improvised. So yeah, welcome, episode 11, motherfuckers.
I was gonna just let you keep rolling with that.
Yeah.
I want to see how long you keep going.
I love it. I love introducing the podcast every time. It's always interesting.
What did you guys think of episode 10? What about the video effects on YouTube? Thanks, Egor.
Woo! Shout out to Egor, England, bro.
Yeah, we're getting quite some views on there compared to like what we're used to.
Yep.
Let's see if we can get let's see if we can get episode 11 to 100 views, guys. Let's see if we can make that happen.
What are you gonna do if they get 100?
Well, I don't know. Well, let's get 100 and we'll find out.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, we're talking about actually preserving energy in our houses, and we're talking about this crazy thing that when you run hot water and that water drains down your pipe system real quick, it's a waste of energy, right?
Yeah.
So one good way to preserve it is that they make those pipes in like swirls, and they have another type of pipe with a different type of fluid inside it that holds heat very well. So by the time the water drains down, you preserve the heat, and that fluid heats other parts of your house.
I didn't realize we were talking about this.
I just thought it was cool. Fucking let people know.
Throw it out.
Yeah.
Let people know. Cool.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Let them know about it. It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. I saw a sign. I was driving near my sign on the church. I saw a sign. It said discrimination. March 21st. So it got me thinking, like, am I supposed to discriminate on March 21st?
Really?
Like,
what did they specify? What
like it just said discriminate, discrimination, so, March 21st.
So it didn't say.
So I'm like, who am I supposed to discriminate against?
I think we're supposed to make it up.
Like, I don't think we can discriminate against, like, okay, we can't do women.
I don't
right
want to
now.
Women.
We can't do,
right now. Maybe later.
We can't do people of color.
I don't want to.
We can't do the gays.
I love the indigenous. Can't do indigenous.
Can't do indigenous. What about like the big dick guys?
Big dick guys?
Yeah. Like little dick lives matter too, right?
Little dicks do matter, bro. If you have a micro penis, bro,
Dude.
that shit is like, you know how hard it is for you to be a man in this man world that people always say we're in a man world and have a micro penis? Like, it must be fucking tough.
So that's why you don't have any confidence.
Yo, I'm gonna be the spokesman just for like a...
I was just kind of thinking, like, it makes perfect sense to discriminate against, like, big dick guys. Because, like, dude, a white male with a big dick has never, like, had a hardship in his life.
Hardship. I'm sure he had a lot of hardships.
He's never been discriminated against. So it's time to discriminate against white males with big dicks.
White males with big dicks. Holy shit, bro. That's really specific. You really narrowed it down, you know?
Well, like, because we can't, like, if you start just, like black guys with big dicks, then, like, people will be
racial.
like, yeah, it gets racial.
But why is it okay with white males?
Get fuck the white guys. They've never been discriminated against, right?
Yeah.
That's why, like, picking somebody who's not, like, okay, like, some white people get discriminated, but a white male with a big dick, that guy's never been discriminated against in his life.
Yo,
a
white guy with a big dick is probably a psychopath. I don't know why.
You think Ted Bundy had a big dick?
Ooh, why do you think so many women loved him?
Ooh, I hear he was good looking.
Well, I don't think it was the looks. I think it was his mindset and his brain, the fascinated.
Yeah, he was
that fascinated the women, and plus the looks, but at the same time his machismo, his fucking balls. You fucking, you know, they loved him.
He was definitely a charmer. That's for sure.
Fucking womanizer is what he was, but manipulative.
You can be a charming womanizer. I never said he wasn't a womanizer.
He could be a charming womanizer. You're right.
He was. You're right. He was a womanizer. But I'm right as well when I say
Ted Bundy's a good-looking guy with a big dick, and we should discriminate against him.
But like speaking of discrimination, and like I think I kind of like briefly told you about this before, but like I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast. If we did, fuck it, we're talking about it again.
We're talking about this.
In Bulgaria, there's a market, a gypsy market, in the town of Stara Zagora, where annually they sell underage brides.
Really?
Yeah, they age 13 to 20.
Are they underage in Bulgaria?
Okay, so not
or are they underage in Canada?
So not quite all of them are underage. So like they're aged 13 to 20. So like there's a couple ages, but you get more money for the younger ages. So the typical price is like $290 to $350.
Wow.
For a bride, yeah.
Wow, that's like an hour here, bro. But
yeah, no, you get like the whole bride, and like so they pull them out of school and everything. So like, and they're like, okay, you're gonna be sold as a bride. You'll forever be married to like whoever buys you, and you will like do housework, and you will like bear children for him.
And you will obey his commands.
Yeah, and it's like the gypsy. It's the gypsy culture. So they're the Kaladiji Roma.
The Kaladija Roma.
Yeah, you know, like Roma is like the type of, it's like, it's technically the like correct name for gypsy. They call it a gypsy market themselves. It's not wrong to say gypsy. Yeah. We're not getting canceled for saying gypsy. Don't give me that.
Not now, bro. YouTube. Fucking 20 years later, they're gonna pull out this. He said gypsy.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not running for president. I don't give a fuck.
Gypsy out of here.
Okay. And yeah, so these gypsies, they sell these girls, like, and so...
But it's the families that benefit out of them, you know? So they probably are in situations where, like, hey, we could use the money, and, you know, they're probably, hopefully, go to a good man, you know?
Yeah, okay, but if the girl like, stays in school, maybe gets a career, she could make better money, support the family better.
That'd be better. Yeah. But the underage part is kind of interesting to me. Like, do they buy the underage girls to like have bear children right away, or is that like something like they postpone for later? Because like that's ethically a lot of like ethically questionable stuff.
But they're like some of them they'll sell like a 16-year-old that's like a virgin, and then there'll be like a 16-year-old that's a non-virgin, and they'll have different prices.
Yeah, that is like
right, because like the virgin's more desired.
This girl's like half virgin, like, well, you know, she hasn't been fucked, but she got fingered, so 30% off. That's ridiculous, man. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
But hey, I've never been to Bulgaria, so it'd be kind of cool to check out. I'm not gonna lie to you, not like go purchase. Like,
sounds like you want to go. Like,
I want to go. I want to go look at it. I want to go look at it. Yeah.
So it happens like once a year. It's like this time of year.
I would fucking definitely go and look at it and like just be like mind blown by like everything.
You know, it would be funny.
I don't think I'll find a love in Bulgaria, but fuck, who knows?
It'd be pretty comical if Bald and Bankrupt like released like a video from Bulgaria right now.
Oh, really?
It would be comical.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Because there's like, what are you doing in Bulgaria? Yeah. And if like specifically he was in the town of Stara Zagora.
Interesting. He'd be like just looking for a bride.
Yeah. He's just looking. It would confirm everybody's suspicions of his like sex tourism.
Yeah, but hey, man, I don't wanna. I'm the guy that's like.
You do your thing, Ben. Do your thing.
I'm the guy like if you're. I keep touching the mic. Sorry, everybody. I'm the guy that's what it's called. You're like I give you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? You're innocent till you do something, then you're guilty. You know, not like you're guilty and then like you have to prove to me that you're innocent. You know, I don't like that. That's the way I like to look at people.
No, there's like some people on like YouTube that are hating him simply for the fact that he does like sex tourism. Like I haven't seen anything illegal that they've said that he's done. It's just like
and it's not like sex tourism is not like out there and people don't do it. People do it openly.
Yeah.
It just
I
so
don't think
happens
he's
that
for like hookers. I don't think he's supporting like human trafficking.
Exactly.
He's just trying to pick up chicks.
Exactly, and people do that all the time, everywhere. Areas. It just so happens he has a YouTube channel. He makes videos and fucking got haters. Sure, we're gonna get haters too. We gotta get real good haters one day there, bud. So, what else we got for you today? We got a bunch of kangaroos drowning people. We got
kangaroos are wild, bro.
We got rivers drowning people.
I saw that kangaroo shit. Like they're saying if you see a kangaroo in a pond, like don't go. Like,
Don't go in
it's
there.
It's a trap. Like,
Yeah.
that fucker's looking to drown you.
Basically, like when there's a pursuer after the kangaroo, they'll lead it into the water, and they'll stand there and they're like, you can't see them, but they're flexing underwater, and they're like, "Get at me, motherfucker! I'll drown you!" And they're really good at it.
Man, like
And
the kangaroos are like little mini bodybuilders.
And that's another thing I would love to see. Like from Bulgaria, I'll go to Australia. Like I want to see a kangaroo drown a pursuer. You know, whatever its pursuer is. Like maybe a fucking jaguar. I don't know what the fuck they got in Australia.
Who'd you take? Like a Bulgarian, like gypsy bare knuckle boxer versus a kangaroo.
In the water?
No, like in a boxing fight. Like a Bulgarian, like gypsy
is there a pond nearby where like the kangaroo could?
But kangaroos got moves though.
He got moves. He got a tail too.
Yeah.
He got a fucking
it
strong
stands back
fucking
on the
tail.
Yeah, the kangaroo is obviously allowed to use its back legs because you can't like tell a kangaroo like they're kicking below the belt. But like
you can't tell
the gypsy's gotta actually box. Like he like no kicking. And no below the waist. He's gotta knock the kangaroo out while the kangaroo has full like kangaroo.
It'd be ridiculous for a boxer actually to follow the rules of boxing while boxing the kangaroo. Like if you're not kicking that motherfucker, like what are you doing? Like who's gonna disqualify you?
You gotta keep your like bare knuckle gypsy pride. Right? Like you can't it's gotta be an honorable like win.
Here's the thing, bro. I would definitely go to Australia, get me a kangaroo, and then on the way to Bulgaria to check out the fucking market, I'll grab the kangaroo, maybe make some bets on some boxers, you know? Oh, man.
I'd love to gamble on that. Yo, somebody hook it up. I want to see a gypsy bare knuckle boxer versus a kangaroo. Do it up.
I want a simulation of it.
YouTube like could do crazy things.
There's a fucking simulation of like a T-Rex where there's like 10 million chickens.
I saw it.
Who has time to do that? Like holy shit.
Dude, yeah, it was like so I think it started off with like a T-Rex versus like one chicken. And then like T-Rex versus like 100 chickens. T-Rex versus like 10,000 chickens. And then it like kept building on until like there's so many chickens. Like they overtook the T-Rex. It was beautiful. I love that simulation.
Have you seen the saber-toothed lion versus a gorilla? Or something like that.
No.
Silverback gorilla. It's like simulation. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that
I'm pretty sure the gorilla just fucks up the saber-tooth.
Yeah.
Like, straight fucking 800 pounds of force, bro.
Yeah, I can see that.
Silverback gorilla's not to be fucked with, bro.
I can see a saber-tooth being quick, though.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. In the simulation, it was like 50-50 for a while. You know, the gorilla would get in the like it was like a stupid simulation. Like it's not even fucking real.
Yeah.
But I would definitely think
if the gorilla can grab hold of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
The gorilla's got like
thumbs,
toss
bro.
it the fuck around.
It has thumbs, bro. You can poke its fucking eyes out.
Yeah, damn. Fuck. You're going gruesome.
Well, that's what they do, bro.
That's what
These animals, bro. That's how they do.
It wouldn't just like Hulk smash it all around.
No, man, they'll go for the vitals, bro. They're efficient.
Like Hulk and Loki.
They'll know your throat area. The fucking
Egor, make it happen. Hulk smash.
Hulk smash. Oh man, what else? Did you hear about this Uber coughing escort?
Kind of. Like, I saw like some article. Like, no, I didn't realize she was like an escort. Though, tell me about it. Like,
so for people who don't know, I'm sure everybody know. I don't want to give her limelight. I don't want to touch about it real quick because it's a bad piece of shit person. Bad behaviors. Basically, it was an Uber passenger with two of her friends, and they're in the back seat. I don't know what the commotion was, but the video started at the point where they're yelling at the driver, and I think he was trying to tell them to go buy a mask at a gas station. Didn't want to do it because they didn't have a mask. I don't know what the situation was, but what it came down to, there was a girl that snapped. She took her mask off and just started like coughing at this guy's face on purpose, ripped his mask out of his face, and like tried to snatch his phone.
Yeah.
And the internet went crazy. Like I'm not even on social media or anything, but it was like fucking everywhere I looked at, I seen her face, you know?
Yeah.
So the internet went deep. They found like a webpage where she was like selling her body on the side, prostituting, you know?
OnlyFans?
No.
Oh, except for some different.
Yeah,
Damn,
not
yeah.
OnlyFans, like prostitute or like
people got like
they're paying
all
for
sorts
that.
of apps and shit.
Yeah,
nowadays
like they
for
posted
that.
like her posts and pictures, you know, like yeah.
Fuck. Dude, people do anything for clout nowadays. It's wild. Like, there's literally yesterday. So, like, I had everything, like, what I was going to talk about today ready. And then, like, I was sitting here, like, reading the news waiting for you. Mm-hmm. And I read that yesterday, like, literally a block away from my house, like, some kid faked a kidnapping.
What?
And got his friend swatted.
What the fuck?
So he, like, called into 911 and pretended he was in, like, the back of his friend's trunk. Like, described the vehicle, gave the license plate, and, like, the cops, like, pulled over the car at University and Bridge, pulling off the highway, like, surrounded the car, the SWAT team and shit, like, tactical takedown.
Why, though?
Clout, bro, like...
You think it was clout?
Why? Yeah, probably, man, that's why, like, why else do people SWAT? Like, it's... You're just like, I don't know, like, these 16...
For shits and gigs?
These 16-year-olds think it's funny that, like, you get your friend arrested... Or you're like, you're bully, if somebody bullies you, and you're like, yo, I'm gonna swat that kid. It's gonna be so funny.
Huh. Wow. I hope that's not like a trend or anything that's going on.
I think it was a trend for a while. I think it was happening, like, over gaming.
Over gaming?
Yeah, online games, like, through voice chat, like, people would, like, fish information out of somebody, and then, like... While they were playing, they'd, like, swat them. They'd call, like, 911 on them, and then they'd, like, hear them getting, like, the police.
I seen a couple of those videos, yeah. Those are fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think that was a trend.
That was a trend, actually, for a while, eh?
Yeah.
That's interesting that you could literally, like, report something and, like, without any proof or anything, they would just swat you? They would just go at it? Like...
Well, it's like they basically just call and say, hey, they got a gun.
You got a gun.
I saw somebody with a gun right here. And it's it happened like there's somebody.
I like it. You know, better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
It makes me feel more safe.
Same time I was reading the news, I was reading like in my old neighborhood, in my mom's street on Kenora. There was reports of somebody with a long gun walking around down the street, and like police determined it was like an airsoft rifle later on. Somebody's just walking around with like an airsoft rifle on their back, like up and down the street. Like,
you don't do that though. Come on, not like in.
So somebody called, yo, gun.
Yeah, we're not Texas. We don't walk around with guns in our holsters. Yeah. It doesn't make sense for that to happen. But have you heard about this fucking river?
What is this river? Tell me about this river. Yo, fuck down. I'm not gonna lie, my world is melting.
It's okay. This fucking river in Yorkshire, in England. So it's called the fucking Bolton Stride. It's seamlessly calm part of river.
Over here.
It has a whole bunch of natural booby traps. So what happens with this river? It basically goes from very wide to a very narrow river very quickly. So because of that, the water bottlenecks, and the currents, instead of going forwards, they start becoming like vertical, horizontal to vertical. So this fucking river has fucking supernatural powers where if anything like
bro, you got me dizzy with horizontality. My world is melting right now.
So if anything goes in that water,
I think I drank tea.
It automatically goes down.
Water goes down.
Water goes.
Yeah, there's direction when water goes. Water is supposed to go up? Is water supposed to go left?
Yeah, it's supposed to just flow straight through, and because of the bottleneck, it starts flowing down. The water flow starts becoming vertical, so it becomes like straight down, and because of it caved out natural caves and natural like booby traps in a way. Like there's pockets in there where like there's no current.
It's a waterfall.
Underwater waterfall. It looks from like the top. From the top, it looks like calm, like a regular river, like you wouldn't even know. But the currents under it, it just fucking drops. and it's fucking the suction of it is just so strong that it just sucks you down like anything. Yeah, literally anybody that went in there for like the past 100 years went down. It has 100% mortality rate. Anything that went in there got sucked into the fucking abyss. Yeah.
So how do we know like that there's these caves down there if everything?
Well, they have fucking technology nowadays, and they could geological graphicing. I don't know if that even a thing, but they do that.
Geologically graph an abyss.
Geographically graphic cave, underwater caves.
Geographic. Giraphically.
Dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
Yo, but anyways, that is crazy. They have like legends about it, and they have different tales. They have a fucking poem about it, telling people not to go swim in there. So if you ever want to like commit suicide, that's probably the best way to go, because you know you can't be like halfway through. No, I changed my mind.
I guess we condone suicide now. Yay! If you need a place to go kill yourself, listen to the Vlad and Yazi podcast. We're the ones for you.
Oh no. That was a terrible joke.
Cut just that out, and that'll be our like.
Don't
claim
cut
to
nothing.
fame. Claim to fame.
Don't cut nothing.
Where is this river?
It's in Yorkshire, England. 100%.
Egor.
100% mortality. 100% mortality rate, bro. Like if you want to go die, bro, this is the best place you could die. You know, you might jump off, you might survive. You know, you might not know how to tie a noose, but you go to this river, you die. I just became a salesperson for this fucking river. Look where you brought us to, bro.
I brought us here. You brought us here. Whose idea?
I was just trying to tell them about this river. You paying me out to be some, you know. I don't endorse. I don't encourage suicide. I encourage talking about your problems and. Hey. Anyways, let's move on to octopuses. Let me tell you.
Okay. Tell me, Yazi.
I love you. What would you like to know?
Everything.
Well, they have.
Tell me about the octopi.
Tentacles. They have 8 tentacles.
Tell me about these tentacles.
For the male.
Are they long?
For a male, there's a.
Are they short?
Some of them are. They have suction cups.
Do they really? That's an actual thing?
Yeah.
That's not just in the movies?
No. So one of them is actually a reproductive organ.
So can you get like a octopus blowjob?
Can I give
its tentacles?
Yes.
Because they have suction cups.
Oh, I get it.
Right?
Yes.
It's like 1,000. How many suction cups do they have?
Yo, no.
That's the amount of little blowjobs you'd be getting.
I don't think you want that type of suction from an octopus, because it would like leave.
What other kind of suction would you want?
None. None. No suction from an octopus, bro. This is not hentai porn, bro.
Wait, what? That's a thing.
What?
Is octopus porn?
Oh yeah, it's popular in like hentais.
Yeah, what is it?
Like,
the Japan shit.
Japan shit.
Yo, Japan with their sister fucking again and octopus fucking.
Oh yeah,
octopus
tentacle
sister
porn.
Fucking.
Tentacle porn is 100% a thing, bro. You didn't know about it?
No.
Oh come on, man! I'm not gonna talk about tentacle porn on this podcast right now with you. I just wanted to tell you about the female octopus.
Do those tentacles have suction cups on them?
Yeah.
Is it real? Wait. Is it real octopus or drawn octopus?
No, like anime.
Oh.
It's not real.
I was picturing
I'm
real
sure
octopus.
There's real, though. There's probably real.
It's
probably real.
That's fucked up.
Like a fucking little tentacle.
Where do you even find that?
LimeWire. You find a lot of shit on LimeWire.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know. But I remember I used to find a lot of shit on LimeWire when I was young. I'm not gonna fucking tell you what I found. I'm gonna tell you about this fucking female octopuses when they're hungry and horny.
Okay, so what do you actually have to say about this? What are you gonna teach me about?
I wanted to teach you about this female octopus. So when she's horny when she's hungry and she's not horny and the male wants to mate, and she like gives him the signal, and he doesn't get it. He still wants to mate. She's like, "Fuck it, come mate." So he released like he has one of his tentacles is actually like a reproductive organ, whatever. I don't know why they didn't call it a penis. It was weird. I didn't get into it. So basically, there's a tentacle that gets to her, and she's like, "Yeah, come closer." And like as soon as like the octopus gets closer, she strangles him, kills him, takes him to her back to her den, and eats him. Now she's full and happy. She's probably gonna go mate with another one that didn't bug her for sex. So that's a lesson for you guys out there. Feed your women. Learn from the octopus.
Yes.
Yes. Vlad is like thinking,
waving.
I'm like, yo, did I feed yesterday? Did we have dinner?
I'm waving again.
Hmm?
I'm waving again.
What else you got?
I know a Scotia man bought a bicycle to lose weight. And when he like called the store to do the curbside pickup, they're like, "What's your weight and height?" And he gives him his weight and height, and they're like, "Oh, we can't sell you this bicycle anymore because you're over the weight limit." So he was like, "Yo, but like I know I'm planning on using this bike once I lose like 20 pounds to keep losing more weight." And they're like, "Well, we don't know that. Like right now you're overweight, so like for safety reasons, like this bike can't hold you, so you can't have this bike, fatty."
I don't know why I'm laughing, but
Like,
you know what? Like I could see them why they're doing that to cover their ass, because they're like, hey, like this bike has a limit, and we don't want to be reliable for your injury.
What if he was buying the bike for somebody else? Like, what is he not allowed to buy bikes now because he's fat?
I guess not that specific bike. It must have been some type of a brand that's like super expensive, and they're super anal about their...
asked under guise of like adjusting his like seat and stuff for him. They were gonna get it ready.
Yeah.
So that's why they asked weight and height. But like.
So he literally just had to lie about his weight.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, lie about your weight, or don't get motherfucker to adjust your bike for you. Adjust it yourself.
But he already paid for it. He already paid for it. Like, just give him his bike. Like,
well, yeah, they gotta tune it. If you know, yeah.
Okay, tune in. Okay, here, fatty. Get his bike. Like, what? Like, no.
Yeah, I don't know why they refuse the sale. Like
what?
Even if the bike has a limit, and he rides it, he's over the limit. He knows he's over the limit. It's something he shouldn't be doing. So like they're not. Why did they not get the sale?
Yeah.
They don't like money or something? Are they allergic to it? What the fuck is going on? Tell me, people. What the fuck is going on with this world?
Yes, he wants to know.
I need to know. I have a lot of fucking questions, man, and no answers.
I've got no answers for you right now.
How do we make less losers in the world? Like, we want more winners. We want more people that like motivate each other. More of like good energy. You know what I mean? You don't want losers in our world. You don't want like fucking bunch of people that like rely on others to do work for them.
I don't want losers in my world.
I don't want losers in my world.
Losers in other worlds.
There's no losers in my world either. I'm just saying I am conscious of other losers in the world, because if we want to look at it as a world perspective, like, okay, there's a lot of us that are like, you know, not losers, but there's like, what are we doing to like, hey, come on guys, like, don't be losers. You guys dragging us down too, in a way. Like, how do we have less losers in the world?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's I don't have.
You're getting too philosophical.
I know. I told you I have like questions, but I don't have answers.
I got no answers for you, man.
You got anything funny to say about it? Nice. Perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. Oh man.
I think our retention's gonna drop off about here. My mind's going blank.
You guys going blank?
Well,
let me try to tell a story.
Tell me a story.
I'll tell you a story that takes set in 1510, I believe, about this man.
Talk louder.
About this man, his name is Vasco Nunes Balboa, but I'll just call him Balboa for the rest of the story. This Balboa person was a Spaniard. He's a nobleman from Spaniard, and he got he got in love with this idea of gold and the new rush of the new world. So basically, he left Spain because he was in debt and people were after him to this new world to discover America. And basically, like, this is where his story begins. There's a ship. The captain of the ship's name is Francisco, fucking whatever, Francisco guy, and that, like, sailors discovered inside of a chest where there's supplies because this ship was going to colony to help besieged help some people besieged colony. They discovered this chest and this
fuck some shit up.
Yeah, no, they're going to do something in fucking somewhere, you know. But when they went to get to their supplies, they realized that there's no supplies and there's fucking Balboa in the fucking chest because he like wanted to escape his creditors, you know. And the captain was fucking pissed off, and he wanted to leave him off in the island because, you know, that's what the fuck people do in the 1500s. I'm gonna leave you on a fucking island. You fucking, you know. Anyways, this guy, what he did was he talked to sailors about this gold that he heard about in Panama. So the sailors were like telling the captain, "Hey, like, let's not drop this guy off. Like, we might get some gold here." Yeah. And eventually, the captain spared his life and kept him and went to Panama and not go to that place only because like whoever they were trying to rescue got rescued or whatever or died. You know, they didn't need to go there anymore. So it's like, fuck it, I guess we're gonna go to Panama now. Let's go, Balboa. So anyways, they went to Panama and they reached Panama and they made a settlement, whatever, and you know, obviously the Francesco guy became the governor there and like started telling people what the fuck to do. Yeah. Balboa wasn't having it. He wants his fucking gold. So he started like rallying up with the people, talking to them and, you know, getting them on his side or whatever. And then eventually they ran Francisco out the fucking town and back to Spain. You know, like, get the fuck out of here. We don't need you. We're going to go get gold with Balboa. So this guy became a governor, bro. Yeah, he started out with a fucking chest. This is great. So he discovers some natives. What did he discover? He should. Sorry, guys, I don't want to fuck this up. Went to establish a settlement, govern in public, ran with Balboa. Yeah. So eventually, the word went to Spain, and they're like, okay, so there's a new settlement in Panama that's in behalf of the Spanish crown. They sent people there to like take over that settlement, and they were like, nah. We're like Balboa. He's gonna lead us to the gold. And, you know, eventually the Spanish were like, sent somebody named whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter because he fucking died. They didn't kill him. He died by accident on the way back when they shipped him back from the settlement. Yeah. But the Spanish crown was like, you fucking murdered him. You're now like under fucking, you're an outlaw. You know, we're gonna come get you. To Balboa, and Balboa was like, fuck, like, this guy, he's fucking idiot, killed himself or whatever, right? So what his next move was quite interesting because, like, what are you gonna do? He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go discover new land on behalf of Spanish crown, you know? Yeah. So he went down south, he rallied like about 160 people to discover this new land called El Dorado. So he went, and 160 people went through the fucking jungles or whatever. 60 of them made it, but he discovered the Pacific Ocean. He was the first European ever to see the Pacific Ocean, and he was walking around and naming everything under the Spanish crown. So it's like the seas, the lands, the islands. Like, this is Spain. This is Spain. This is like, this is so ridiculous. Like what if people came later and they reclaimed it? Like, it's not. I don't know. No. Anyways, that's what he was doing. He was just like, this is Spain, this is Spain. And the Spanish crown basically like heard about that and like the Spanish crown heard about it and then what's up, bro? How you feel? Talk to me.
There's so many lights in here. So vibrant.
What else?
Apparently we need them all.
We do.
So y'all can see us. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't want to look at us in the dark.
Should I get back about the Spanish shit or no? Fuck it.
Look, keep telling me the story. I got nothing else. I'm listening. I'm just tripping. I'm listening. I'm tripping.
Okay, so basically, basically the Spanish crown pardoned him because like, oh, you named, we're like the first to discover the Pacific Ocean and from the Europeans. Great. You're pardoned. Fuck that guy. I guess he did kill himself.
Yeah.
Basically, but before all that happened, they have already sent somebody under the command to go kill Balboa because he's a murderer. His name Pedro. This guy's Pedro. He also had 3 names, but I got out of Pedro. So this Pedro guy didn't, like, he was traveling to Panama to fucking kill Balboa. By the time he got there, he heard that he got another message that like saying that like, oh, we pardoned him and now we want you and him to be like, both governorship of the settlement, and they both didn't like that. So long story short, eventually Balboa wanted to travel even more down towards Peru because they're talking about like a bunch of gold and jewels, and like the natives gave him gold and jewels and pearls that I've never seen before, and he sent them to the Spanish crown. And there was more of them in Peru, and he wanted to like get more people from Spain to travel down to Peru because he already killed like fucking whole bunch of them, traveling around jungles and shit. But the fucking Pedro guy double crossed him, chopped his head off, and yeah.
Can't look at you. Your face is melting.
What happened? Basically, the moral of the story is you have to plan till the end. You don't gotta let people come into your fucking into your shit and fuck your shit up and take your glory. Like this guy was the first one to like see the Pacific Ocean. Like we don't know who the fuck he was.
Before Columbus?
It was like, well, Columbus discovered the land, but he was the first one to like actually bathe in the Pacific Ocean, and we don't know nothing
aside from the indigenous.
Huh? Yeah. Oh no, from the Europeans. He was the first European to bathe his feet in the Pacific Ocean. I wonder
if y'all heard that. You hear the footsteps?
They probably didn't. But Egor's gonna now put in some dung dung dung.
I don't know. I'm tripping in here.
Yo, it'd be perfect. He put some like Bigfoot prints. But yeah, man. Yeah, so he was the first one to actually like discover the Pacific Ocean or whatever, and like tell the world about it in Europe. And we don't know anything about it, and like just because he was too his glory, like he wanted the gold and everything, and he was too.
He's a pirate.
Huh? No, it's not. He was a pirate. He was just like his vision and his ambitions were too like clouding his judgment. He didn't see that Pedro like is like pretty much sneaking up behind him and trying to fucking double cross him and take the glory for himself. Yeah. Like he didn't notice that because he was too. I need to go to fucking Peru and get my fucking gold and like because it was a gold rush back then. Like in 1500s, like I can't believe living through that fucking era. Holy fuck, bro! Discovering new land, discovering a new ocean.
That's no fuck, bro.
Like. But, like, you had 190 people and you went through the jungle, like, fucking 60 of them lived.
Yeah, you do whatever the fuck you want. You'd be like the Wild West, bro. Like, no laws.
Yeah, man. The Wild West was also
They did fucked up shit back then.
That era is interesting. Any era that's, like, when there's new land to be discovered is interesting to me. Because it's, like you said, it's a wild, wild west, like there's no fucking rules, no nothing, you do whatever you want.
Christopher Columbus did, like, fucked up shit, like, you heard, like...
Yeah. Columbus is a piece of shit. I don't know why we have a day after him, to be honest.
I think they changed it. I don't think it's Columbus Day anymore.
Good.
We never had it.
I never had it either.
It was the States. Okay, it wasn't in Canada.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
What else we got for you out today?
I got fuck all.
Fuck all, man.
Yeah. Yo. Next episode we might have a special guest.
Definitely gonna have a special guest.
I'm not gonna tell you guys who. See if you can guess. We probably by the time you guys see him, we would have recorded with him yesterday now. So. Yeah, it'll be awesome. Stay tuned. It'll be fantastic.
Yep.
You got more shit for us?
I mean, we could get off or embarrass ourselves enough.
I'm good. I'm gonna like go roll around on my couch. Alright. Easy guys.
Never doing this again. Bad idea. But we tried it.